What's going on, YouTube? This is your friendly neighborhood DraftKings addict, bringing my top picks for Wednesday's main NBA DFS slate. All right, guys, so go ahead and get the homework out the way, please. Don't forget to like the video for me. Also, if you're new to the channel, thank you for clicking on my thumbnail. And don't forget to subscribe before you leave. And as always, guys, please drop a comment below. Let me know who you love and you hate. We have a nice amount of games today, post-Christmas slate. So let's go ahead and break it down. So, all right, here's draft dashboard, guys, my research tool of choice. There's a link in the description of this video for a 30-day trial for $1. Check it out if you like what you see. All right, so this is our position optimizer, guys. As we can see, we have 10 main games. We have a turbo and we have a night slate. All right, me personally, I only play the main slate, but you do have those other options. All right, so at point guard, top of the line, we got Drew Holiday at 8.8K. He gets a matchup versus Dallas. I believe it's on the road. I think Dallas is at home. Yeah, on the road. 2.5 point differential. At 8.8K, Drew Holiday. His experience versus Dallas, 45, 40, 33, and 34. But he's putting up 47, 44, and 60 in the last 3 games. Woo. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get up to Drew Holiday myself. All right, but he is playing a lot of minutes. All right, has pretty decent usage and pretty decent history versus this team. Now that I say that, I'm going to go ahead and add him onto my list. All right, Victor Oladipo, man, ATL, any guards versus ATL, you just want to play. And at 8.7K, he has one of the best matchups on the slate. So enough said. 29% usage, playing 35 plus minutes, last 3 games. I like Victor Oladipo in here. Let's see what the over and under is on that game. All right, so it's 8-point differential, not bad. 217 points, not too bad. They're on the road versus ATL, so give me some Oladipo in my slate. All right, Devin Booker, 8.5K going up against Orlando. Hadn't done too well versus them in the past, but the dude has been on a heater, as we can see. Man, yeah, I think I'm gonna pass on Devin Booker, man, just to be honest. All right, so but yeah, 5-point over differential, 208 points. Yeah, I'm gonna go some other places. All right, Darren Fox, no thank you. Even though he has a tough matchup versus the Clippers, man. Clippers, you know, they're a strappy team, but we'll see what they do. Last time these two teams met, he scored 40 DraftKings points and 8.2K. I'm not sure that's enough value for me, so I'm going to pass on that. But Mike Conley, all right, coming back from a hamstring situation, played 35 minutes, so he seems to be fine. All right, got a day off for Christmas, and so he gets a matchup versus Cleveland, and at 7.7K, I think it's too cheap, in my opinion, for the matchup. So give me some Mike Conley at home versus Cleveland. All right, Kyle Lowry, a guy I love to hate, but he's in a good matchup, man, versus Miami. If you look at his history versus Miami, he scored 32 or more with a high of 58. All righty, so he gets a matchup on the road versus Miami, if I remember correctly. Yeah, on the road, 4-point differential, should be a nice little matchup. And at 7.6K, I can throw in a couple of Kyle Lowry lineups, guys. All right, I won't have 400 of them, but I would definitely have a little bit of Kyle Lowry, man. It's just his history versus this team is too good to ignore. All right, JJ Barea, somebody that I definitely want to get some of at 4.8K. When you look at Dallas has a lot of injuries at guards, with Matthews being a game time decision. A couple other players already ruled out. So is Dennis Smith Jr. So actually, JJ Barea is the game time decision too, according to this, but he has some hamstring tightness, but he'll play versus the Pelicans. So 4.8K, man. I always like JJ Barea, man. He's a high point per minute guy, man. So at 4.8K, not too bad in a nice matchup versus New Orleans. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and put him on there. All right, Kyle Anderson again. If you look at his history versus Cleveland, 38, 34 in the last 2 games. All righty, and he's only 4.6K, man. So I got him in my player pool. All right, next up, go down a little further. We got Sweet Lou. All right, coming off a game where he put up 41 DraftKings points. Gets a nice high over and under game versus Sacramento at 6.6K. Let's just hope he gets the minutes and he comes in and produces, because as you can see, he has not been consistent. 41, 14, and then 42. All righty. And if you look at his history versus his team, 15, 39, 46, 31, and 43. So the question is, will Sweet Lou's shot drop today? Yes or no? But I will have a couple of shares at 6.6K, man. It's a nice matchup at home versus Sacramento. Yeah, at home. Last game on the slate, highs over and under, late night hammer. Let's go. All right, Jamal Murray versus the San Antonio Spurs. All right, at 6.3K is a decent value, man. He's projected at 38 DraftKings points, which is 6 times value. All righty, and again, I like him in this matchup versus Sacramento, especially. I mean, not Sacramento, San Antonio, especially with I believe Harris is still out, right? Yeah, yep, Harris is still out. So, long story short, guys, give me some of that 3-point differential, 216 points, not too bad. Jamal Murray, high usage guy. I like him. All right, next up, the Shea Gilgeous Alexander guy, 4.5K. He's playing around 28 minutes a game. Gets a nice matchup versus Sacramento, who he has scored 38 points versus them in the past. And at 4.5K, I'll take a couple stabs at him with that one, especially. Again, they're at home in the highs over in the game. Last game on the slate. I definitely have me a couple of shares of him. So that's all my point guards. Shooting guards, you're gonna have a couple of people on here that's the same. So we're not gonna talk about them again. But Doncic, go ahead and give me some of that. This young man's been playing great ball in that 8.3K. He's getting a little pricey, but he gets a nice matchup versus New Orleans, man. So I'll definitely have some of this kid, and he's gonna be at home if I remember correctly. Yep. So give it to me, Doncic. Again, just look at the guy, man. He's playing 32 plus minutes, averaging somewhere around 38 DraftKings points. So. And the guy has some upside too. As you can see, he scored 52 3 games ago. So definitely like him. Buddy Hield's been on a tear as well, man. 57, 44, and 39 in the last 3 games. He's shooting the ball extremely well, and he gets a matchup versus the Clippers. Again, look at his history. It's been a long time since he really smashed versus them. He scored 41 5 games ago versus the Clippers. So not a confident play, man, but just trying to ride the hot hand because, again, the guy's been hot the last 3 games. So at 7.2K, I will have some Buddy Hield. All righty. Bogdanovich, again, that same team, that Sacramento, LA game. Highs over in the game on the slate. Again, this guy's been hot lately too. And at 5.5K, playing 28 plus minutes a game, I like this Bogdanovich right here. So give me some of that. Justin Holiday, 5.3K, playing 34 plus minutes a game. He's on the court. Alrighty. Zach LaVine is expected to be back with his ankle injury, but we'll wait on the news for that. But this guy has played well versus this team, and at 5.3K, I'll take a couple of stabs at Justin Holiday, man. All right. Tough matchup versus the Minnesota Timberwolves, but as you can see, he scored 28 and 43 in the last 2 matchups versus this team. So at 5.3K, I'll take a shot at that. The other Bogdanovich, give me some of that as well. 5.2K, gets a great matchup versus ATL, man. All right, he just needs to grab me a nice little quick double-double. That'll be nice. So, again, at 5.2K, nice matchup versus ATL, man. Let's see what the over-under is on this game. Just 8, yeah. Yeah, not projected to blow out. So, give me some Bogdan at that price at shooting guard. So, we already talked about Sweet Lou and Murray. All right, we already talked about Shea, so that's all. So let's go on up to our small forwards. So at small forwards, Kawhi Leonard's at the top of the board. Guy's been averaging 45 plus DraftKings points in his last 5 games. Gets a nice matchup versus Miami, man, where he scored 53 the last time they met. So I definitely want to have some Kawhi. Tobias Harris, I think he's my favorite power forward / small forward on the slate. Gets a nice matchup versus Sacramento, which is a sweet matchup for any bigs. And that 7.8K, 27% usage, 35 minutes on average. All right. He's had great performance versus this team in the past with 43 and 39 in the last 2 games. And he's at home versus Sacramento, 7.8K. Give me some Tobias Harris. So same thing with Gallinari. Again, bigs are a nice spot for versus Sacramento. And at 7.3K. Alrighty, we definitely could get some good value out of Gallinari, man. So just take a look at the last 3 games, 46, 33, and 50. So he's been bringing it on lately, mostly in the rebounding area. So give me some of that versus Sacramento, man. Aaron Gordon, this play is just strictly off of his experience, or not experience, but his performance versus Phoenix in the past. He's had a game where he put up 64 and 40 32 and 32. So on average, 45 DraftKings points versus this team, and he's only 6.9K. So give me some Aaron Gordon, again, playing 33 plus minutes. Let's see what the over and under is on that Orlando game. All right, so 208, -5, so they're 5-point favorite. So not bad, and they're at home. So I'll take a couple stabs at Aaron Gordon at 6.9K. Seems too cheap for his price. Barnes, I did consider, man, but I just can't play. Some of them Dallas players, I just won't touch. It may bite me in the ass, but it's 10-point games. I mean, 10-game slate. So I don't have to go with Barnes. I'm a pass. All right, so we already talked about Kyle Anderson. So that's all the small forwards, guys. Next up, Thad Young, though. Thad Young is somebody that I did consider as small forward too, guys. All right. Going up against ATL. All right, but at power forward, Blake Griffin is at the top, man. 9K. Man. This Detroit team, man. You don't know who's going to go off. Is it going to be Blake Griffin or is it going to be Andre Drummond? All right. But versus Washington, big smash. You know, they don't really have a true big man there. And rebounds galore. So I will have some shares of Blake Griffin. And as you can see, he scored 57 before versus this team at 9K. Not a bad price on him. Again, Blake Griffin has a potential to put up 60 DraftKings points if he gets it going. All right. We already talked about Aaron Gordon. LaMarcus Aldridge, man. I really want to play him at home versus Denver at 7.2K. But the guys just look like trash. Oh, man. I can't do it. All right. Montrezl Harrell, again, has smashed versus Sacramento in the past. 35, 32, 34, 38 in the last 4 matchups versus this team. All right, my only concern is his minutes. His minutes has been inconsistent the last couple of games. 25, 19, 28. But 5.7K in a great matchup, one of the highest over in the games. I definitely want some Montrezl Harrell on this slate at 5.7K. So go ahead and give me a couple of shares of that. Markieff Morris, like I said, Washington is out of options when it comes to bigs. And so this guy here is playing a lot of forward/center. And at 4.5K in this matchup, man, he's too cheap in my opinion. So give me some of that at 4.5K. As you can see in the past, 32, 31, 41, and 36 versus this team. So I do like Morris on this slate at only 4.5K. Julius Randle, mirror tick is out again, I believe, still. Right? I believe he's out for extended amount of time. Where are we at? There we go. So, yep, mirror tick is out. So, Julius Randle in play, in my opinion, 7.9K, 51, 44, 43, 53, and 38 versus Dallas in the past. 7.9K, again, price is getting up there a little bit, but I do like him in this matchup. This should be a nice competitive game versus these two teams, so I do like Julius Randle. Alrighty, so that's all my power forwards. So last but not least is going to be our center plays. Again, Drummond, give me some. All right, 9.2K. Guys been smashing versus this team in the past. Again, Washington doesn't really have a true big. I wouldn't be surprised if we get a 2020 from Drummond tonight. All right. At home, correct? Yep. So give me some Drummond. All right, enough said. Again, that's one of those plays I don't really have to think about. Now, Anthony Davis at 11.8K, man. I just don't feel like I need to pay up for him, man, on the slate. That's just my opinion. But let me know what you think about that AD play, man. Are y'all playing Anthony Davis or not? All right, Collins is currently out or has an issue with his ankle, I believe. Yep. So his matchup, his ability to play today is going to be in question. So keep an eye on that. Next up, Wally Cauley-Stein. 6.5K gets a nice matchup versus the Clippers. High pace, high over and under game. Screams play me. And he just coming off a 55-point game where he smashed. So at 6.5K, in my opinion, Wally Cauley-Stein is too cheap to pass. So I'm definitely going to get some of that. DeAndre Jordan, Mr. Inconsistency, at 6.4K versus New Orleans. I can do some of that. Let me go ahead and add him to my player pool. DJ been playing well lately too, coming off of 2 games of 55 and 48. And again, he's had great performance versus the team in the past. All right, 34, 39, 39, 35. Not bad for a 6.4K guy in the second highest over and under game on the slate. So give me some DJ. Alrighty, we already talked about Morris. Jokic. Nah, I'm gonna take him off my player pool, man. Jokic, man, he scored 61 the last 2 times he met this team, but that was at home. But if you look at him on the road versus San Antonio, for some reason he doesn't play as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and take him off my player pool, guys. But Karl-Anthony Towns versus Chicago, give me some of that. You know, Chicago's one of the best matchups for bigs, for centers. At 9.4K, I'll have a couple of shares of Karl-Anthony Towns. Same thing with Vucevic. All right, he gets a great matchup versus Phoenix. All right, at home. All righty. I wouldn't be surprised if he put up 60 DraftKings points versus this team. So give me some Vucevic. As you can see in the past, 54, 47, 34, and 49. So he's averaging somewhere around 46 DraftKings points versus this team. So again, at home, plus all signs say that he's in a good spot. So I'm going to play him. So that's pretty much all my picks for today's slate, guys. 10 games, a lot of options. As you can see, my player pool is somewhere around 27 plays. All right, guys. So let's go ahead and let's look at the lineup optimizer. So once you go in there and select all your watch players, guys, you can go over here to the lineup optimizer, let it optimize your lineup. And if you like what it spits out, you can click Save Lineup. If you want to tweak it, you can go in here and upgrade players depending on how much salary you have left up here. But you can go in here and you can tweak players and upgrade players or downgrade them or whatever. So long story short, also mass lineup generator. You can go in here and you can select how many lineups you want to generate, select your randomness, how many unique players you want, maximum exposure, let's say 40%. Click generate lineups and let it generate you however many lineups that you so desire. So my favorite plays today, guys, here you go. Quote unquote core play. So I'm gonna be starting my lineup deals with these players majority, and a majority of my lineup. So Mike Conley, 7.7K. Bojan Bogdanovic, right? The one from Sacramento, giving me him at 5.5K. Justin Holiday at 5.3K. Tobias Harris at 7.8K in the plus matchup versus Sacramento at home. Oops. And Wally Cauley-Stein, again, nice matchup versus the Clippers on the road. But like I said, he's played well versus this team in the past, and he's been hot lately. Double man. So give me some Wally Cauley-Stein. So again, not gonna have 100% of these players, but I'm gonna start most of my lineups with them. And so if we go back to draft dashboard, as you can see, we got our lineups generated, and here you go. We got 20 lineups right here. All right, shows you the projected points right here. Okay, and projected points for each player. And so again, if you like the lineup, just click this little box right here on all the lineups that you like. And once you're done selecting the ones you like, you can click export selected lineups, and it will download the CSV file right there for you that you can use to upload them to DraftKings. So good luck on today's slate, guys. If you're not following me on Twitter already, right here at DK_addict is my screen name. Go ahead and check me out. And again, guys, good luck on today's slate. And drop your comments below. Let me know who you love, who you hate. Also, don't forget to hit the like button before you go, please. And also, don't forget to subscribe so that way you won't miss a video. Peace.